Hello everybody and welcome back.
If you're new to this channel, this is Joe.
And this is Mariana. This is going to be a little bit different video from what we normally put out.
So we were on the boat, but it got really cold and it just was unbearable to be there.
It got really wet. Condensation was forming everywhere from the heater being on inside, and sometimes it would rain and getting kind of leaky, and there's only so much one heater can do.
But we brought homework. We brought the cabin sole, the stairs, and the headliners.
So what we're going to show you in this video is what we did with the headliner.
Yeah, we weren't sure about how to remove it because we didn't want to damage it and then be stuck with a big hole on the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, we'd looked and talked about it for a long time,
Yeah.
and I was just scared to rip it out or was it going to break something or anything like that, but
It ended up that Joe tried one day and it ended up being Velcro. So all the panels were Velcroed in.
though, since they were all attached by Velcro, they came out really nice and easy, and it was no problem, no damage, no nothing.
Yeah, so we labeled them, and that way when Joe cuts all the templates, they will be relabeled again, and then when they go back to the boat, they'll fit back where they used to be.
Yeah, because this headliner's a little bit different. There's lots of little strips that go, they're just about yay big, but there are several strips that attach into the ceiling, and so we labeled them all up and brought them back home, and now we're ready to work on them.
So this is the old panel, so you can see where the Velcro was, and on this side, this is where it used to have the foam and the liner.
And another thing is too is that when I took them out, I also made sure to orient which way was bow and which part was aft, so that I would know when I was sticking them back up in how they go back in correctly.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took this piece right here, laid it over the wood, cut out the new piece right here, and so I labeled it again so that I knew which side the Velcro was supposed to go on and which side I was supposed to attach the foam to, and then it was ready for the next step.
Yep. So we looked everywhere, and we found the foam, which we already have glued to this little new template, as you can see, labeled foam. And we also got some marine vinyl. Now, we found marine vinyl at our local craft store, Joann's, and also at Sailboat. They were similarly priced. They were both marine vinyl. However, this came with a great option,
Yes,
which is
50% off.
Yeah.
So
Can't beat that.
Since this was our first stab at this, and we'd never done anything like this before, we decided to take a shot with the 50% off. And the way we did it was we looked at a couple different craft store, but the one that we bought from starts with J and ends with Joann's.
I think we already said.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah.
So the one that we went with was from Joann's. I used their app, I downloaded the app, and it gives you coupons on there every single day. And we caught 50% off, so it was normally $20 a yard, and we got it for $10 a yard. That was the deal right there.
Great
for us.
savings. Now, as far as the quality versus the one that Sailboat sells, that's to be seen.
Who knows?
Time will tell.
What we did like about this marine vinyl that we got here was that the old fabric covering that was on there was kind of like a suede, and it was real difficult to clean, and it was very, very dingy. It was the original covering that was 33 years old, so it was time for it to come off.
And this being vinyl, very easy to wipe off and clean. And in a sailboat, you're always fighting mold and mildew, so this is great, I think, for that.
Yeah. So this is the first finished piece that we've gotten, and I took stainless steel staples and a staple gun and just stapled them on here while covering the piece. The foam is right here. You can see, and so I just gathered and cut the template, and so we will put the strips of Velcro on there, attach it on when we get back to the boat, and we will see.
Voila.
just going to put the adhesive on there on both sides. And it's when you lay this thing out that it kind of grows in length like this. So what I've done is I've started and I've attached it as this end as far as where to mark it from. You could still kind of work with it even though it's, you know, so long as it's still in the tacky phase of the, but I don't like to work with it too much to have to move it around so much. And I just kind of lay it down on the edges. And this is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm not telling you this like I'm an expert, but just as a how it's happening along as I'm doing it. You can see on this edge now, see how I measured it exactly. You put that adhesive on there and it just kind of rolls out and extends. So that's okay, I can cut that off with those ginger scissors, however they're pronounced. And there's your finished products. So the question is, which stapler? This one, which is electric, you got to make sure you always have electricity with it, or this one, the old hand crank. I'm gonna tell you, this one is much smoother for what I'm doing here. Now the problem is that when you go to put that staple in, you've got all that flex, and so the staple's going in, the foam is absorbing it, and that hand crank there kind of makes it a little bit unwieldy. This one is just in, and then press down to take away the foam, and then put it in, and it's a good shot every time. Press in, take away the foam, and there you go, good shot every time. That just makes all the difference of having one less thing to manage. You'll see like that staple got a little bit close to the edge there, even with this. Okay, I decided to lay everything out so that I could see how my pieces all went together, and I found a little mistake. Yes, that one right there, I put the foam on the wrong side and covered the wrong side also. So, very important to do your layout beforehand, so you can double check everything. So now I'm gonna go back and remake that piece. It's no problem, I've got extra material for all of it.
Grand total for this project came to $451. Lessons learned are as follows. Number 1, diagram how you take down your panels. Don't make the mistake I made with putting the foam on the wrong side. 2, using an electric staple gun is a must. It makes everything easier, as I already detailed in the video. 3, the 3M Super Trim Spray Adhesive is the one that worked best for me.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like.
And if you know something about this topic that maybe you see that we have forgotten, please leave a comment below. We would love to hear your advice on something we're doing or not doing.
Yeah. Hit the subscribe button because
that helps us get noticed by YouTube, and that tells them who your favorite creators are and that you like them. It's a free, no-cost way to help your creator out immensely. So we appreciate it. We hope to get out on the water as soon as possible. And if you catch up to us out there, we will give you a big Texas howdy when you stop by. Thanks, y'all.
bye.
Bye now.